Now on CoastTV News.
The warmest day of the week is expected today. Then a cold front to our west could bring some showers and storms through the overnight hours, and then a great weekend weather-wise. I'll have your details coming up.
2 men are in court this week after the murder of a Laurel teenager. What's expected of that trial and what we know about the third person associated with the crime. Abortion pill ruling, what this now means for access to pills like mifepristone. And massive flooding continues in Florida today. Another possible round of rain could mean no relief anytime soon.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's Friday, June 14th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being up with us. I'm Paige Marley. Well, if you enjoyed yesterday, you'll love today, especially if you love that warmer weather. I went out, read a book on the beach yesterday, and man, it was very nice. But there were a couple times, if you like tanning, that maybe you wish the sun was a little bit stronger. So we're bringing in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Now, Bob, I think that's what they're going to get if they like sun tanning.
I would think so, Paige, and that sun's getting awfully strong this time of year. As we're getting closer and closer to summer, that sun getting higher in the sky. It's a mild start to our Friday. Temperatures in the 60s, even lower 70s from Lewis down to Bethany Beach, 69 Millsboro, Redden 68. Milton right now, you're at 70, so it's mild. It's got that muggy feel as well, and a bit of a southwest breeze as well. A few clouds moving through this morning, not a big deal. We still have high pressure in place, and that will keep our weather quiet but hot today. And then we're tracking a cold front back to our west. That could bring some showers as we go into tonight. So here's Futurecast this morning. Kind of mild and muggy, temperatures in the 70s, and then quickly rising into the 80s as we go through the morning. And I think many locations lower 90s, inland areas, and then at the beaches we're in the 70s, and then we're adding humidity to that, so actually feeling a couple degrees warmer than those actual temperatures. You can see how temperatures quickly surge into the 80s today, but it will be cooler for the weekend. I'll talk about that and what to expect for Father's Day coming up in a few minutes.
Looking forward to that, Bob. Thank you. Now to some continuing coverage. Offshore wind developer U.S. Wind's been working to bring wind farms to the coast. And according to U.S. Wind, the project would add 121 wind turbines, 4 substations, and would be located 10 miles off the coast of Worcester County. U.S. Wind submitted an air quality permit application to the Maryland Department of the Environment, Air and Radiation Administration back in November of 2023. But one Ocean City local told Coast TV she's worried about the impact.
I worry about the sea life. I know it can save energy, but I'd rather save the sea life. And the view. It ruins the view. We have beautiful views out there, and that just takes away from it.
And that meeting focused on U.S. Wind's air quality permit application as well as the review process. The purpose of the meeting is aimed at giving people the chance to ask the developer and the Maryland Department of the Environment any questions they may have. Well, this week, 2 men are in court for the murder of a Laurel teenager. You may remember it was in April of 2023, 18-year-old Corey Mumford, a Laurel teen and a standout basketball star, was murdered. Now, 28-year-old Jaleer Henry and 29-year-old Donregas Holland are in court. The third person associated with the crime, 22-year-old Shaheem Latham Purnell, will be tried separately. Thursday marked the 4th day of that proceeding, and the trial is expected to last for 3 weeks. Sussex County Superior Court Judge Francis Jones is the man presiding over the bench trial. Now, we're going to take you back to that terrible time. Mumford was shot multiple times near the 100 block of Sunset Drive in the Wexford Village Apartments. He was taken to a hospital and died from his injuries. It's a tragedy that shook the community. Mumford was well known in Laurel and throughout the state, in part due to his talents as an athlete. Happening today, it is the last day to submit comments on improvements being considered as part of the North Bethany Bicycle and Pedestrian Corridor Study. The agency is proposing to reduce the speed limit along Route 1 between Dewey Beach and Bethany Beach. A public survey is open on DelDOT's website for you to share your ideas, traffic recommendations, and alternatives in the area to better improve conditions for bikers and pedestrians. Again, that survey is open until today. Also happening today, South Bethany's seeking 1 volunteer for their planning commission. The position's for 2 years and to help with town planning. This planning committee meets as needed, and members may join studies and report findings. The council will choose somebody today. In Lewis, the city has scheduled a public hearing for some proposed tax changes next month. The public can share their thoughts on the proposed ordinances for the city to include a 3% lodging tax. There will also be a hearing on proposed changes to modify the gross receipts rental tax rate from 5 to 6%. That's for short-term rentals. The city will also be talking about when this could possibly go into effect if it's approved. This hearing will take place July 1st at 5:30. Now, in a big step to control rising health care costs, Governor Carney signed a bill passed by Delaware lawmakers. House Bill 350 sets up a board to review hospital budgets and control spending. Starting in 2025, hospitals must submit their budgets, and they may need to make improvements if the costs are too high. The bill also includes temporary limits on charges and some exemptions. The board will be referred to as the Diamond State Hospital Review Board. The same court that overturned Roe v. Wade 2 years ago has decided not to restrict access to abortion pills. The Supreme Court rejected a lawsuit challenging the FDA's approach to regulating mifepristone. The ruling allows that pill to continue to be mailed to patients without an in-person doctor's visit. This does bring us to our CoastTV poll now. We're asking you, should there be restrictions on abortion access? So far, 78% of you saying no, there should be no restrictions. 22% of you say yes, there should be restrictions. Whatever you're thinking, go to coasttv.com/vote, or you can still vote now on our mobile app. Torrential rain's been drenching South Florida now for days. Many areas already flooded, more rain on the way, possibly making matters worse. Now Reed Binion shows us what forecasters predict for that area and how officials are preparing.
We are anticipating some of the flooding will not have much time to recede before the rain starts again.
The mayor of Miami-Dade County warning that the deluge isn't over for South Florida, where the governor already declared a state of emergency amid severe flooding.
It will not take much time to already exacerbate the saturated conditions in the hardest hit areas. Additional rains will lead to more flooding.
Roads turned into canals and neighborhoods underwater after rainfall inundated South Florida for a third day in a row on Thursday. On Friday, another round of rain could bring more flash flooding in some areas, plus another 2 to 4 inches of rain. Since Tuesday morning, various parts of South Florida have seen around a foot of rainfall, with local areas seeing around 2 feet. Even as the tropical moisture fueling the storms slowly starts to shift out of the area, rain is expected to continue over the weekend, although to a lesser extent. Still, given the already saturated ground and lingering high water, even light to moderate showers and thunderstorms could cause additional flooding and prevent floodwaters from receding. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
And flood watches will remain in effect for more than 7 million people across South Florida through Friday evening. Well, we're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today. Still ahead, sidewalk construction controversy. Why some people in Bethany Beach do not support a wider road on a busy roadway. And starting storm preparation, that's what Fenwick Island officials are doing now. We're telling you what plans are being discussed. And stop and slow down in Milton. How people there are adjusting to a new always stop at a busy intersection. We have all that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
It's always a beautiful day for learning at Shells. With our summer program that keeps your child physically and mentally active when they're out of school. Through captivating activities and insightful guest speakers, they will expand their knowledge in a fun and interactive way, including educational, hands-on field trips that'll keep your child entertained. Make every summer day memorable with Shells Early Learning Center. Register now and secure your spot in Shell's summer program before the spots are gone. Shells, preparing our future generation.
Friday, June 14th. Hold on tight. The 34th annual bathtub races are making a splash on DSN. Sponsored by Matt the Carpet Guy. Tune into Coast Life for a live pre-show at 4 on DSN. Then watch the bathtub races from 6 till 8 on TV or the DSN app. Join us for this local tradition, the Berlin Chamber of Commerce Bathtub Races, Friday, June 14th, live. Coverage begins at 4 on DSN, followed by the races from 6 to 8 on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app.
Over 50 years ago, JD Asphalt was built on a strong foundation of family values.
So when you call us, you'll speak to a member of our family, like me, where I'll talk you through our entire process, answering any questions you have along the way, and delivering prompt free estimates no matter the size of the job. Call now and ask about our 0% financing options, or visit our website for special discounts. JD Asphalt, a trusted family company for over 50 years.
Summer means Beat the Peak season for Delaware Electric Cooperative members. Our co-op issues Beat the Peak alerts when the cost of energy is highest. During peak alerts, we ask members to voluntarily conserve energy, lowering our overall cost for power. Download our Beat the Peak app to receive alerts when it's time to save. If you own a programmable thermostat or electric vehicle, you could also receive billing credits when you conserve. DEC's rates are the lowest in the region. Beat the Peak and help us keep energy costs affordable.
On our Bay Health Cam in Milford, nothing in the way of precipitation. It's mild, 70 degrees, and we've got lower 70s up and down the coast. 69 in Ocean City, 68 in Georgetown, Redden, 68 degrees right now. And a southwest breeze, it's kind of a muggy breeze, and we're seeing those clouds moving through. Otherwise, it's high pressure keeping us high and dry for today. We are tracking a front back to the west. That could bring some showers and some storms as we go into the overnight. But for your golf forecast, bring the extra water. You want to stay hydrated. It's going to be hot and humid, mostly sunny, and around 90 degrees.
90, Bob. We'll take it. Thank you. Happening today, it's actually one of my favorite days. It's Flag Day. The American Legion Post 17 in Lewis says it wants the community to honor the holiday by displaying your American flags at homes and workplaces. The organization also says if you have any worn or damaged American flags, drop those off with the organization. And according to the Library of Congress, the current American flag came out after 1959. That's once Hawaii became a state. People driving through Milton are adjusting to the new all-way stop at the intersection of Harbison Road, Shingle Point Road, and Chestnut Street. That's the area we're showing you on your screen. Some drivers are aware of it. Others, they continue to just kind of blow right through it, so watch out. The stop signs were installed by DelDOT and improve the safety and traffic flow of that busy intersection. DelDOT says since 2020, there have actually been 9 accidents right there at that intersection. Later this month, Milton will be talking about creating a path connection for the Heritage Creek and Cannery Village developments. You can see that area right there. The Streets and Sidewalks Committee will have a possible vote on this idea on June 24th. Apple is now the most valuable public company in the U.S. It took the top spot after talk of its new AI features for iPhone sent stocks soaring. Apple's market cap closed at $3.29 trillion on Thursday, edging past Microsoft's $3.28 trillion valuation. Waymo has a recall for 672 of its driverless cars. The problem is the vehicles are not able to accurately detect certain hazards when there isn't a clear road shoulder. Evidence of this happened last month when a Waymo car hit a utility pole in an alley in Phoenix, but no one was hurt. However, the car was severely damaged. Still ahead this morning, starting storm preparation. Officials in Fenwick Island are discussing multiple plans in case evacuations are needed. We're telling you why some locals say they don't plan to stay put.
We're seeing a few clouds right now on our Irish Eyes Cam. 71 in Lewis. It has that muggy feel to it and that hot feel later today. It's going to be a very warm day. Overnight rain is possible, followed by another beautiful weekend and a great-looking Father's Day. I'll have your forecast coming up next.
Download the DSN app today, driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Enhance your summertime state of mind with Johnson Seed and Feed. Locally sourced trees, plants, ornamentals, and mulch. And folks that know the land. Keep your Delmarva lawn happy with our lawn checklist and our custom Eastern Shore blend. Your bare feet will thank you. Call ahead to pre-order, pick up curbside, get it delivered, or just come by for pet supplies and so much more. And you'll be singing about our selection for the birds. Summertime's sweeter when you buy local at Johnson Seed and Feed.
Are you looking for someone reliable to help you out with home maintenance, design builds, or renovations?
Look to family-owned Stewart Builders Group. With over 47 years of experience, we're your one-stop shop contractor here on the shore.
Visit StewartBuildersGroup.com to schedule a service, get an instant quote, or request a free in-home estimate. Don't miss out on our BOGO half-price gutter cleaning and power washing deals.
And ask about our military family-owned and operated J-Dog junk removal. Stewart Builders Group.
In Sussex County, Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply has the parts you need. Powered by over 30,000 square feet of inventory at brass sales and an amazingly knowledgeable staff, we offer plumbing, electrical, windows, doors, tubs, showers, and even roofing and skirting for your manufactured home. Plus an extensive selection of parts and supplies for your RV no matter the class, size, or style. Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply in Long Neck, Delaware. Your home improvement superstore for all your manufactured housing and RV needs.
I potentially be dead is the reality of it. I mean, fentanyl kills a lot of people. I heard about Addiction Medical Facility from another company, and I came in here, no judgment, no stigma. It was, you need help, let's help you. What do you need? They have intensive outpatient. It's a little more intense. You can see your counselor a little more. They've shown nothing but love. Now here I am. I started a grooming business. If I didn't start recovery, it could have looked very different for me. And you just have to remember there's always hope, and I feel like Addiction Medical Facility is the place for that.
As I get older, I was getting a little off balance. Got the recommendations for baths by Bicep Brothers. I love my shower. It's perfect for me. My favorite part was probably how quick and easy it was. They came in the morning and they were done by afternoon. I definitely wanted the grab bars. They also put the seat in, which was very nice. The wand is good, especially if you're sitting. So much safer to get in and out of now. It seems like my showers are quicker that way. So it's perfect.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
It's now 5:15 on your Friday morning. We are taking a live look at Milford now. And Bob, we know it's not summer officially yet, but it sure feels like it today.
It feels like it, and summer will arrive, Paige, during Coast Life.
Ooh.
I know, isn't that crazy?
That's nice, on June 20th.
Yes.
Ooh,
yes,
okay.
so you guys can celebrate it. Summer is officially 6 days away, but it is, I know, but it'll be feeling like it before then. So here's the countdown to summer, 6 days away. Summer officially begins at 4:50, so I'm sure Leah and Paige will have a special summer solstice preview. I don't know, maybe not. That's coming up Thursday, June 20th, the first day of summer. And it's feeling like it today. 90 degrees, and with humidity feeling a little warmer than that. But for the weekend, it does cool off a little bit. 84 Saturday, Father's Day looking good. 82 back to 87 Monday, and then 90 on Tuesday. Looks like a more sustained period of heat as we go into next week. But it's muggy today. We get a cold front tonight that drops us back into the comfortable range over the weekend, and then getting kind of muggy to humid again as we go into next week. Right now, out the door, 60s and low 70s, 70 Millsboro, 71 a popular number from Lewis down to Bethany Beach, and 70 in Seaford right now. We've got a southwest breeze that's bringing in the warmth and humidity. We have a few clouds moving through right now. Nothing in the way of precipitation with these clouds as we have high pressure at the surface and aloft. That's why it's going to get hot. We're watching in front back to the west, and that will come through tonight, maybe giving us a few storms. And we've been talking about this tropical moisture and the heavy rain and flooding plaguing Florida. Some of that's coming up the coast, but this will miss us off to the south. We need the rain, and we're not going to see it from this system. Here's Futurecast this morning, low 70s and then close to 80 by mid-morning, mid-80s by 11:30, 70s along the beaches, and then flirting with 90 from 113 to the west, and 70s at the coast. And for this evening, warm and muggy. And then overnight, we're tracking that front moving in with some showers and storms. I think the potential for severe weather is well to our north and west, but some gusty storms, heavy rain, and gusty winds could be blowing through very late tonight, early Saturday morning, and then it clears out on Saturday. A beautiful day. Temperatures into the lower to maybe some mid-80s, and we're looking at lower humidity as well. And then moving into Sunday, beginning in the 50s and 60s, and then for Dad in the afternoon, looking great if you're out and about with him on Father's Day. We're feeling like low 90s out there today, mid-80s on Saturday, so that comfort level does come down. And then by Sunday, we're looking at those feels like temperatures into the 80s. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 90 today, and then sunshine Saturday, 84, 82 on your Sunday. Father's Day mostly sunny, back to 87 Monday, and then look at the string of 90-degree days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Sustained warmth and staying dry. We need the rain. We're not going to see much, so it's always good to have an umbrella anyway, Paige. James Kissling from Greenwood is our umbrella winner today. Congratulations, James, on your umbrella from Paul Davis and CoastTV.
Yeah, he could use it to block the sun a little, Bob. Good idea. Well, Fenwick Island is now preparing for the potential storms ahead. Not anytime soon, as Bob just said. We're talking potential in the future. The Emergency Management Committee and the Chief of Police have been discussing what the plan is in the event of maybe a hurricane or other drastic weather conditions. As of right now, the main route of exit for the town is the Route 54 bridge. But if that bridge is under construction, as it is sometimes, the Route 26 and the Route 90 bridge would be the next exit plans. But for some locals, their plan is to stay right where they are.
No, we've never left for any reason, and I guess probably at our age, you know, you've got 3 weeks out. In the evacuation, they're going to be so jammed, you're going to be a bumper-to-bumper traffic forever because the state of Delaware doesn't have an east-west highway that can handle the traffic.
And Fenwick's next meeting for preparing for future storms will be in July. Coming up next on Coast TV News Today, sidewalk construction controversy. Bethany Beach widening one road to make for safer driving and walking in the area, but we're telling you why not everyone thinks this construction will help.
Celebrating Father's Day weekend on Delmarva. Coming up, I'll show you the coolest things to do this weekend.
The big issues: abortion, civil rights, healthcare. When Trump policies were attacking our rights, County Executive Matt Meyer fought back. Now Trump is promising a national abortion ban and huge cuts to healthcare coverage. Matt's healthcare plan will reduce costs, not coverage, by increasing competition on the exchange. And Matt's plan will protect women's access to abortion, always. So call Matt Meyer. Tell him you support his plans to protect Delaware values.
Does your home have the power it needs for today's tech?
If your home was built before 2003, you might need an electrical panel upgrade. Boost your home's tech power and value with a new panel from Expert Wire. Leave the wiring to the experts and make it a powerful day.
Since 1995, Dogfish Head has been exploring goodness in coastal Delaware. Discover the first brew pub in the first state, Brewings and Eats, for scratch-made favorites and brew pub exclusives. Visit the Milton Brewery for daily tours and over 40 beer and cocktail taps. Indulge at our seafood and cocktail spot, Chesapeake and Maine, and unwind and recharge at the Dogfish Inn, our base camp for beer lovers and adventure seekers alike. Experience Dogfish Head in coastal Delaware. Cheers.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sunder Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
Taylor Oil Company leads a family of services offering energy solutions to Delmarva since 1927. Summer heat can be taxing on cooling systems. Now is the time to look into savings offered by the latest energy-efficient heat pumps and air conditioning systems. DT Travis can recommend the best solution for your needs with just the right system for your home or business. The Taylor Oil family of services. One number for all your energy needs. Call 410-749-2151. Day or night, our service never sleeps.
Are your lights flickering? Does your home need more power?
Upgrade your home with a new electrical panel from Expert Wire. No more blown fuses, just peace of mind. Enhance your home's value and safety today. Leave the wiring to the experts and make it a powerful day.
The work being done on Collins Street in Bethany Beach is meant to add an extra layer of safety for people walking on the side of the road. And that's why the road's now getting wider. It'll have painted lines specifically for people walking or riding their bikes. Although more space for walking can be a good thing, some locals fear it could also bring more traffic. But one local believes traffic already takes its toll around the area.
Traffic on big days like 4th of July is terrible, and I'm out there walking the dog.
And although some homeowners think the paving wasn't really needed on Collins Street, everyone hopes the construction noise will finally end. Now, one local near Collins Street actually told Coast TV that the town was supposed to finish paving the roads in April, but now the road work will not be finished until July. We're now going to bring back in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi. Bob, the lady that was just talking about 4th of July, and I'm kind of already looking forward to summer holidays like that one.
That's coming up. Yeah, just a few weeks, Paige. And, you know, we're talking about the beaches, and I suspect they're going to be pretty busy today. And make sure you take care, have a lot of water with you and sunscreen. Ocean City, you're warming into the upper 70s today with the sun. I think a little warmer in Fenwick Island with lower 80s, UV index high. Rip current threat low, waves around 1 to 2 feet. In Lewis, you're going to be a little warmer, mid 80s with sun and a few clouds, and mid 80s in Rehoboth Beach as well. On the Bay Bayside in Cambridge, you're pretty warm today, mid to maybe some upper 80s, slightly cooler in Crisfield. I think you're high around 84 with sunshine. We do cool it down a little bit into the weekend, and then a lot more heat, sustained heat into next week. Your forecast details coming up in a few minutes.
It's time to make your weekend plans if you haven't already. And here's a reminder, probably someone special in your life to celebrate. Dad, maybe? CoastTV's Mallory Metzner shows us the places you can take the father figures in your life to make them feel appreciated.
Gear up for an unforgettable Father's Day weekend with these thrilling events. Whether you want to take Dad fishing or to see a show, there are a lot of options all along the coast. Racing bathtubs will rush through downtown Berlin to compete in the 34th bathtub races Friday night. Watch live coverage on the Delmarva Sports Network. Wags, Whiskers, and Wine are coming to Milton. The annual fundraiser for Humane Animal Partners takes place Friday from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Honeybee Barn at Hopkins Heartland. Check out the yard games, acoustic music, raffle baskets, and of course, adoptable furry friends. If you want to bring your four-legged friend, they must be well-mannered and on a non-retractable leash. The second annual Pond Pounder is coming to the Potnet's Bayside Half-Shell Pond. Paradise Events says trophies will be awarded to the most fish caught in each age bracket. This all benefits the Boys and Girls Club. A big celebration will be held on Saturday in Ocean View as the town turns 135. The town is throwing a party from 12:30 to 5:30 p.m. at John West Park. Starting with a parade, there will be live music, a rock wall, and other activities. And this Saturday, you can visit a large lavender field and watch a flock of sheep get sheared. The second annual Lavender and Lambs Festival at Brittingham Farms will have lavender ice cream, lavender wine, and lavender beer. There will be pony rides, live music, and 50 vendors. As Pride Month continues, the Camp Rehoboth Chorus will take you across America right from Epworth United Methodist Church. Performances of On the Road Again are planned through Sunday. What was once a plain cigar box is now a work of art, and you can make one too. The Rehoboth Art League has a workshop on Saturday. Use specialty themed papers, heavy adhesives, and other embellishments to repurpose a cigar box. The music of Paul McCartney is making a return to Milton. The Milton Theater says the McCartney Experience will play 2 encore shows at 3 and 7:30 p.m. this Saturday. A 5K run walk is raising money Saturday morning at Thompson Island. Sodell Cares supports local organizations that help children, at-risk youth and adults, and the elderly in the community. The American Legion Post 28 in Millsboro is hosting a Veterans Family Fun Day on Saturday. Anyone is welcome, and there will be food and drinks to enjoy, along with games and activities for kids. There will be cornhole, a petting zoo, and more to enjoy from 11 a.m. to 4. Starting Monday, Dewey Beach's weekly summer movie screenings are back on the beach at Dagsworthy Street at 8:30 p.m. Check out the Cool Things to Do article on CoastTV.com for a full guide to all of these events.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Dateline tonight. It seemed like a simple love triangle until a deadly shot exposed a plot so sinister, even detectives were surprised.
I'm thinking I'm looking at the murderer right now.
The last-minute twist. Tonight, 10/9 Central.
The Olympic Games are coming. But first, the best American athletes have to make Team USA. The U.S. Olympic Team Trials on NBC and Peacock.
Help the cancer support community of Delaware with the Wings of Hope butterfly release Saturday, June 22nd at the Milton Memorial Park, starting at 9 a.m. Show your support for those who have been touched by cancer. Enjoy this family-friendly and rain or shine event with lots of kids' activities full of inspiration and ends with the release of hundreds of butterflies. Pre-purchase your live butterflies now for release. For more information, visit cancersupportdelaware.org.
At Baths by Spicer Brothers, we understand that safety is important when it comes to your shower. Our design experts prioritize your safety without compromising on style or comfort. Equipped with features like sturdy seats, strategically placed grab bars, non-slip floors with low thresholds for easy access, and adjustable shower wands. Right now, we're offering a complimentary, customized safety upgrade with factory-certified 5-star installation guaranteed. Plus, take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026. Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Just another perfect day at our beautiful Delaware beaches. Until... On TV, accidents can be funny, but in real life, they're no joke. When accidents strike, the Law Office of Trapp Nichols here for you. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. Don't let negligence spoil your summer. Claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nichols. Your priority is our priority.
Now on CoastTV News.
The warmest day of the week is expected today. Then a cold front to our west could trigger some showers and storms overnight. Then a great weekend weather-wise. Details coming up.
Offshore wind continues to be the talk of many towns, the latest on the proposals and why not everyone is on board. In an unexpected move, former President Donald Trump now endorsing former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan in his run for Senate. We're telling you Hogan's response.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's 5:30. Thank you all so much for joining us as we continue this morning. I'm Paige Marley. I said earlier yesterday, I went to the beach, brought a book thinking, oh, it's going to take forever to find parking. Where were you guys? No one was at the beach, but I bet that's not the case today as we bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. Bob, I bet the beaches have more people this afternoon.
Yeah, I think your security detail cleared everybody out, Paige, off the,
yep.
off the beach. Paige wanted her own beach and she got it. Yeah, I don't know where everybody went. Probably working during a really nice beach day. We're looking at 60s and low 70s out the door this morning. Has that muggy feel. 71 from Bethany Beach up to Lewis, around 70 in Seaford right now. And there's a bit of a southwest breeze still bringing in that muggy air as we have, well, mostly clear skies for some. A few clouds floating through, not a big deal as high pressure is building in. We're looking at a mostly sunny day. It's going to be a hot day. And there's a front to the north and west. That could trigger some storms tonight, but we're seeing temperatures rapidly rising through the 70s into the upper 80s by noon, mid to upper 80s from Salisbury to Ellendale, Millsboro, but some cooler 70s from Ocean City to Dewey Beach. And you'll be in the 70s for the most part along the coast, around 82 in Rehoboth, but look at the 90s showing up in Georgetown and Millsboro and a very warm evening on the way. And of course, with the strong June sun, we have a very high UV index. It's a 9, so burn time only 10 minutes, and we're in that 9 range, not only today, but right into the weekend and early next week. So use extreme caution in the sun and make sure you use at least SPF 30 sunscreen.
Sounds good, Bob. Thank you. There are continued talks about U.S. Wind Maryland offshore wind project in Ocean City. U.S. Wind says the project would be located 10 miles off the coast of Worcester County. And U.S. Wind submitted an air quality permit application to the Maryland Department of Environment, Air, and Radiation Administration. CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber spoke with people in that area who are both for and against this project.
Offshore wind developer U.S. Wind has been working to bring wind farms like these to the coast. But Ocean City local Pat Murphy is not in favor.
I worry about the sea life. I know it can save energy, but I'd rather save the sea life and the view. It ruins the view. We have beautiful views out there, and that just takes away from it.
U.S. Wind submitted an air quality permit application to the Maryland Department of the Environment, Air, and Radiation Administration back in November 2023 for the Maryland offshore wind project. According to the state of Maryland, anything that has the potential to significantly affect air quality must obtain a permit to operate. The state says the Department of Environment may impose terms and conditions on the permit to protect public health. Another Ocean City local, Christine Scheffler, is for the project.
I don't have a problem with that. It's better than fossil fuel. It's just a few blades. You can still see out into the ocean. They're not a problem, you know. Not for me.
According to U.S. Wind, the project would have 121 wind turbines, 4 substations, and located 10 miles off the coast of Worcester County.
Elisa Weber, CoastTV News.
A meeting focused on U.S. Wind's air quality permit application as well as the review process. The purpose of the meeting aimed to give people the chance to ask the developer and the Maryland Department of Environment any questions they may have. DNREC wants the public to keep sharing their opinions on this proposed project. So on July 9th, DNREC will have a virtual public hearing regarding the wind farm to be located off the coast. The wind farm's power, transmission cables, they're proposed to land at Delaware Seashore State Park's 3 R's Beach and connect with a substation to be built near the Indian River Power Plant. Along with this virtual hearing, written comments will be accepted to DNREC until September 9th. Happening today, it is the last day to submit comments on improvements being considered as part of the North Bethany Bicycle and Pedestrian Corridor Study. The agency is proposing to reduce the speed limit around Route 1, Dewey Beach, and Bethany Beach. A public survey is open on DelDOT's website for you to share your ideas on any traffic recommendations and alternatives in the area to better improve conditions for bikers and pedestrians. Again, that survey is open until today. Also happening today, South Bethany seeking 1 volunteer for their planning commission. The position's for 2 years, and it helps with town planning. The planning committee meets as needed, and members may join studies and report findings. The council will again choose someone today. In Lewis, the city scheduled a public hearing for some proposed tax changes. Next month, the public can share thoughts on the proposed ordinance for the city to include a 3% lodging tax. There will also be a hearing on proposed changes to modify the gross receipt rental tax. That would be from 5% up to 6% for short-term rentals. The city will also talk about when this could possibly go into effect if it's approved. This hearing will take place July 1st at 5:30. In a big step to control rising health care costs, Governor Carney signed a bill passed by Delaware lawmakers. House Bill 350 sets up a board to review a hospital budget and control spending. Starting in 2025, hospitals must submit their budgets, and they might need to make some changes if costs are too high. The bill also includes temporary limits on charges and some exemptions. The board will be referred to as the Diamond State Hospital Review Board. After meeting with Republicans in D.C. Thursday, former President Donald Trump did something unexpected. He endorsed former Maryland governor and current Senate candidate Larry Hogan. The reason it's unexpected is because Hogan's been a critic of the former president in the past, saying he wouldn't vote for Trump. The Hogan camp, not in much of a hurry to respond to this kind endorsement from a campaign spokesman. However, Mike Rickey said, quote, Governor Hogan has been clear he's not supporting President Trump, just as he didn't in 2016 and in 2020, end quote. But we still have a lot more news to get to this morning, so don't go anywhere. Coming up, Fleet Week in Baltimore makes its full return since 2022. We're telling you the current vessel on display right now. And the Nationals seeking to keep up their win streak. We're showing you their time against the Tigers. And dredging duties discussed for the Indian River when DNREC says plans to begin the project in Millsboro. Stick with us here on Coast TV News today.
Well, we had old concrete, so we wanted to have a cohesive space that we could use outside and that we would be proud of. We truly enjoy it. It was kind of a no-brainer for us. It was beautiful. He showed us all the samples. We held them up to the light. It was wonderful. I mean, it was seamless. And everybody was so nice. Why we went with this instead of just painting it or whatever, it is the lifetime warranty. Anybody that asks or sees it, I always tell them it's Pinnacle, and I definitely would recommend them.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
Surface Solutions is a different kind of paving company. We believe that our reputation is more important than how much money we make. If we take care of our customers and ensure they have the best experience possible, financial success will find us. In our business, every job's not profitable, but we understand that going in. Your project will be done the right way no matter the outcome for us. It's all about doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. My best days are when we start with a customer and end with a new friend.
This summer, Lewis is your go-to destination for live music. Rocking the Docks brings you the best tunes from soulful sounds to classic vibes. There's something for everyone. Plus, enjoy food trucks and explore our vendor market at every show. Don't miss out on beautiful sunsets and great tunes. And don't forget to bring the whole family. Kids 12 and under are free. Rocking the Docks, your summer soundtrack. Tickets on sale now at rockingthedockslewis.com.
It is 5:39 on this mild and muggy Friday morning. Spicer Brothers Cam, beautiful blue skies and some clouds out there. Sun is now rising. It's over the horizon, 68 right now in Salisbury. We've got lower 70s elsewhere, so a very mild and muggy start with a south-southwest breeze that will continue to pump in that warm air. We've got a few clouds drifting through right now. Nothing in the way of precipitation. Will be a dry Friday as we're looking at high pressure both at the surface and aloft, and that will give us a pretty hot day. Here's your golf forecast for today. Paige, my putting is excellent again today, right in the cup. That's good for the players. 90 degrees, mostly sunny, hot and humid. Make sure you stay hydrated and check out the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. I just updated it with the latest weather information. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Thank you, Bob. We're going to head to Millsboro now. DNREC has released an update on the Indian River dredging project. According to the town, DNREC will resume dredging the Indian River in early July. This project began last fall with preparations of the wetland restoration site that'll receive the dredged sediment. Now, when the work starts, boaters should use extreme caution to protect their own safety as well as the safety of dredge crews. Also, DNREC saying boaters should expect some delays when you're traveling in the project area. From above, we're going to show you Wagaman's Pond in Milton. DNREC will be treating the pond this month for the invasive aquatic weed hydrilla. If left unchecked, the weed can clog ponds and waterways, making fishing and boating very difficult. We're going to show you what that weed looks like right there on your screen. DNREC says approved herbicide will be used, which is safe for wildlife. It doesn't affect fishing or eating fish from treated waters. The only restriction during the treatment is not using pond water for irrigation for 30 days after treatment. Along with Wagaman's Pond, Concord Pond, and Seaford will also be treated.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. National is trying to continue their 5-game winning streak and taking on the Detroit Tigers. 6th inning, tied at 1. Lane Thomas at the plate, and Casey Mize strikes him out looking. Thomas disagrees with the call, though, and gets a quick trip to the showers by umpire Emil Jimenez. Thomas says something after the pitch and is immediately ejected by Jimenez. He can't believe it. First career ejection for Thomas. Moving on to the bottom of the 6th. It's still tied at 1. Justin Henry Malloy crushes a no-doubter into left field for the home run, his 2nd of the year. Tigers up 2-1. 7th inning, Detroit ahead 4-2. Riley Green lines one right back where it came from. 1 run scores. Tigers up 5-2. Later in the 7th, same score, Malloy back at the dish. Smokes a line drive down the line to bring in another pair. Tigers win 7-2 and end the Nat streak. And the Shorebirds made it back-to-back wins over the Kannapolis Cannonballers with a 6-0 victory. Jacob Cravey, Trey Gibson, and Jared Beck combined for the shutout on the mound for Delmarva. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day. Some movie news now, and this one is giving us all kinds of emotions. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
Look, we all have a job to do. I plan for the future.
Inside Out 2 could be 2024's #1 so far. Box office trackers say the animated sequel, opening in North America this weekend, could debut with $80 to $90 million in ticket sales. Anything over $82.5 million would surpass Dune Part 2 as the year's top domestic debut. It's already opened #1 in 8 international markets, including Germany and Korea.
I got a once-in-a-lifetime score. You're the Marine?
Yeah.
You the ex-con?
Yeah, I did time, but you only gotta cast aspersions at me, guy.
Ocean's 11 alums Matt Damon and Casey Affleck try for one more score in The Instigators. The Boston boys return to the hub in the official trailer for the comic crime flick, which also features Damon's downsizing co-star Hong Chow, along with Alfred Molina, Paul Walter Hauser, and Ving Rhames. The Instigators, from Damon's Bourne Identity director Doug Liman, debuts on Apple TV Plus August 9th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Don't forget something to look forward to today. The Berlin Bathtub Races are back this afternoon. The races feature locals and other businesses competing using designed racing bathtubs. Don't forget Coast Life will have a live pre-show at 4 o'clock. It's not on Coast TV, it's on the Delmarva Sports Network. And then you can watch those races live at 6, also on the Delmarva Sports Network. Tune in on your TV or on the DSN app.
And I'll have the detailed forecast for the bathtub races after the break. Right now, a few clouds out there on our tidal health cam in Salisbury. Not bad at all. We're looking dry and hot the rest of today. Maybe some showers tonight, and then a beautiful weekend. Great weather for Father's Day. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Summer means Beat the Peak season for Delaware Electric Cooperative members. Our co-op issues Beat the Peak alerts when the cost of energy is highest. During peak alerts, we ask members to voluntarily conserve energy, lowering our overall cost for power. Download our Beat the Peak app to receive alerts when it's time to save. If you own a programmable thermostat or electric vehicle, you can also receive billing credits when you conserve. DEC's rates are the lowest in the region. Beat the Peak and help us keep energy costs affordable.
Beneath your feet lies a hidden terror. Moisture and humidity turning your crawl space into a breeding ground for mold and rot. But fear not, DryTech is here to help. Just call our office and request a prompt appointment. Our engineers are not salespeople. They assess your crawl space, photograph it, prescribe a custom solution, and send you your personalized estimate the next business day. Guaranteed. And right now, take advantage of 0% financing for up to 24 months. DryTech, Delmarva's original crawl space experts.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware is an award-winning waterfront restaurant serving fresh, local seafood. Catch 54 features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple coastal cuisine with house favorites including our signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, and our famous 54 burger. Catch 54 offers delicious, chef-inspired nightly specials, a raw bar, a Wine Spectator winning wine list and monthly wine dinners, and the best happy hour in town. Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
It's now 5:46 on your Friday morning. We are taking a live look right now at Lewis. Bob, I said it earlier, Lewis is where I was yesterday, and I'm like, where'd everyone go? The beach was empty. It was beautiful out, too. I didn't get it.
Yeah, well, you know, people are out and about, maybe working or going elsewhere, Paige, or maybe they just wanted you to have the beach all to yourself. That's it. Paige, I know you were mentioning you and Leah will be down there for Coast Life in Berlin later today for the bathtub races. The forecast is looking good. Remember, the parade kicks off at 6 and the races at 6:15, and you're going to want to bring one of those big jugs of water. Stay hydrated, dress for summer. 90 at 3 and 4 o'clock, 89 at 5. And then by the time we get to the race and the parade, it's in the upper 80s, but it's dry. At least there's a breeze. That'll feel a little better, but it'll be a muggier breeze. And I took the storms out for 8 o'clock. Yesterday I had them, but right now we're thinking the storms are later, probably later into the evening around 10 p.m. or so. 5-day temperature trend, it's a warm one. In fact, hot today up to 90, back to 84 on Saturday. And for Father's Day, looking good for Dad. 82 with sunshine, lower humidity, 87 Monday, and then it's back to 90 on Tuesday. I think we're looking at a sustained period of hot weather as we go into next week. Here's our muggy meter. We're in the muggy to humid range today. Then a cold front sweeps through tonight, clears out some of that humidity. It's comfortable over the weekend, and then we're back into the muggy to humid range as we go into next week. We'll have heat with that as well. 60s and low 70s out the door this morning. 70 in Milford. Right now, Millsboro is 70 and 71 in Bethany Beach as we've got a south-southwest breeze. It's a muggy breeze, and we're looking at just a few clouds floating through Delmarva right now. Nothing in the way of any significant weather as high pressure is building in at the surface and aloft. We've got a front back to the west. That moves in tonight with some showers. And then we've been talking about this tropical moisture near Florida. They've been seeing flooding conditions there. Some of that is coming up off the coast of North Carolina, but this will stay off the coast as we go into the weekend. We need the rain, but I don't think we're going to see it. Here's Futurecast. This morning we're in the 60s and 70s and then into the 80s, and by close to midday, mid to upper 80s and then 90s showing up as we go into mid-afternoon. afternoon with 70s along the coast, a very warm and muggy evening. And then later this evening, we're tracking those showers and storms late evening into around midnight, maybe some heavy rain and gusty winds. Then that clears out, and then we're looking at a Saturday that is absolutely gorgeous with temperatures into the 80s with lower humidity, and then moving into Sunday, a cooler start into the 50s. And for Father's Day, looking really good with 70s and 80s. Feels like temperatures today lower in 90s, and then much more comfortable into the weekend with the lower humidity. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 90 today, and then the cool down for the weekend into the 80s with sunshine. We really need the rain. Not going to see much, maybe a little bit tonight. 87 Monday, and then it's 90s, or right around 90 next Tuesday through Thursday. So remaining pretty dry and sunny.
Definitely, Bob. Thank you. Well, Milton's certainly been growing. Delaware Storage is now looking to build a self-storage facility on a plot of land on Broadkill Road. This will be next door to the Food Lion and where that McDonald's will be. You can see that location right there on your screen. The developer is looking to allow outdoor storage on a temporary basis. Planning and Zoning will hear this proposal next Tuesday. Fleet Week returns to Baltimore for the first time since 2022. On Wednesday, Maryland Governor Wes Moore joined city and state officials to welcome the roughly 1,000 sailors and Marines to Baltimore for the event. The fleet, flights, and festivals all set to celebrate and honor the dedication of service members both at sea and in the air by allowing the public to board historic vessels, watch flyovers, and learn. One ship on display this week is a Coast Guard vessel, which is the last remaining warship from the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. Look at that. That's incredible. We have some programming changes now that we have to let you know about. We are Delmarva's home for the U.S. Open, so don't forget, coverage starts today. That's at 1 o'clock. Then at 7 o'clock, you can watch Jeopardy! At 7:30, it'll be NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. Still ahead on CoastTV News today, a disease that affects millions of Americans and their families. We're giving you tips on living with cancer and what challenges survivors face.
We're seeing a few clouds in Milford right now, otherwise sunshine, a mild start. It's going to be a hot day, but then it cools down for the weekend and looking good for Father's Day. Then a prolonged period of heat next week with the arrival of summer. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Help the cancer support community of Delaware with the Wings of Hope butterfly release Saturday, June 22nd at the Milton Memorial Park, starting at 9 a.m. Show your support for those who have been touched by cancer. Enjoy this family-friendly and rain or shine event with lots of kids' activities full of inspiration and ends with the release of hundreds of butterflies. Pre-purchase your live butterflies now for release. For more information, visit cancersupportdelaware.org.
Hey, hon.
Are you coming to the job site?
No, I'm a little tied up right now.
I thought you had the next one.
I got the next one.
Morris Home Improvement is your local family and veteran-owned exterior renovation contractor, and we strive to provide the highest quality work with exceptional customer service every time. After this, you got the next one.
Okay, I'm on board with that. Gotta go. Fish on. Serving Sussex County, there's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morris.
Have you seen those crazy HVAC deals? Don't fall for that. At Above and Beyond Service Heating and Cooling, we just don't make promises, we deliver results. With our Peace of Mind maintenance agreement, you can rest assured we will keep up with your system throughout the year. We're a local company. You're not just a customer, you're our neighbor. Take advantage of our 0% finance for up to 72 months or up to $3,000 in rebates on a new train system. Call Above and Beyond Services to keep your family comfortable. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
The first time we tried to list our house with my previous realtor, we had no activity whatsoever. But with Pam Price, she just opened our eyes and just enlightened us and just filled us with joy. She assured us that within 30 days we would receive an offer on the house, and yes, we did. We were ecstatic, jumping for joy with all the hard work that Pam Price and her team provided us. Pam Price is a go-getter, she's professional, and she proves that she gets results.
Avery Hall's a family to me. What I like most about my job is meeting and helping people, and we try to design a portfolio that works for them. One of the best compliments I've ever received is after a claim. When the customer and I talk, and they mention that we really helped. It made a difference. Avery Hall means a lot to the community. We've been here for almost 100 years, and it's just stability. Avery Hall means stability. My name is Tom Bowl. I'm an account executive at Avery Hall Insurance.
It's estimated more than 18 million people in the U.S. are cancer survivors. While advancements are leading to lower death rates overall for this disease, challenges, of course, for survivors remain. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither shows us some tips on how to deal with the emotional impact of living with cancer.
Improvements in screenings and advancements in treatment options have led to an overall decline in cancer deaths, but care doesn't end with treatment.
That fear of recurrence is so common in patients, and anxiety, depression, and even post-traumatic stress disorder is something that is well described, and I see it every day in my clinic.
Dr. Sheethal Kircher with Northwestern Medicine's Cancer Survivalship Institute says life after cancer brings unique challenges.
When you're diagnosed with a cancer, no matter where you are on the continuum and the journey, it plays a role in impacting almost every aspect of your life.
Kircher recommends cancer survivors continue a relationship with their care team that includes nurses, dietitians, social workers, palliative care physicians, and mental health professionals.
It takes a village.
Kircher says to also seek out resources available to you that include support groups, exercise and nutrition programs, and mental health counseling. Finally, it's not always easy, but ask for and receive help from caregivers.
I think the patient that does best has a whole team of internal, external, and family friend resources to help them through treatment as well as life after treatment.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It's now 5:55 this morning. We're going to check in now with our coastal pet of the day. And there he is, so cute. Leor, I think that's how you say it. Leor is 6-year-old brown beauty, a very shiny coat. And guess what? He could be yours. He's from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. If you want to meet Leor, you can by going to BVSPCA. And don't forget, the summer mega adoption event is happening June 15th and 16th. That's really soon. It's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Organizers say that the adoption fees are only $35, and so you can help those pets find their forever home. Don't forget to keep sending us photos of your pets, though, and telling us what makes them so special. Scan the QR code on your screen, and always watch weekdays from 5 to 7 to see all the pets that we feature. And coming up on 5:57, it's time for a quick look now at your forecast before you head out the door. Feeling like summer, Bob, even though summer is 6 days away, you said?
Yep, 6 days away, Paige. Yes, it is feeling like summer. And, that happens, and we've had meteorological summer start on the first day of June, but the official start is coming up on Thursday. It's going to be feeling like it today. Dress for summer. Make sure you have a lot of water available. We're looking at a few clouds this morning and temperatures quickly rising through the 80s. We have a breeze out of the south-southwest, and by this afternoon, upper 80s and some inland locations in the low 90s, a little cooler at the beaches. That's where you'll feel the relief. This evening and overnight, watch for showers and storms with a cold front, maybe gusty winds and heavy rain, and then that clears out and looking beautiful for the weekend. Saturday, sunshine, 84. Father's Day, mostly sunny, and 82. Gorgeous upper 80s Monday. And then we get into the 90s beginning Tuesday right into next weekend, and it's going to be dry. That's a problem. We need the rain, but not seeing a lot of rain in the next several days, Paige.
All right, Bob. Thank you so much. Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, wind debate winding up. We're telling you about the next steps after a meeting on offshore wind in Ocean City.